Hi YouTube, I'm Vicky. Welcome back to my channel. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So last year, I don't know if you remember, but I made this little dress for Valentine's Day. And when I finished it, I was not happy with it. Here's the finished dress and I don't like it. I've got a few hours and that's all. So I thought I would try and revamp this dress and turn it from something that I hated when it was done into something that I love. So while I was unhappy with the finished look, I was very, very happy with the little dress itself. It's super cute. It's made from this gorgeous little heart fabric that I got from Spotlight. And then I satin rhinestoned at every single heart. So it's super sparkly. The shape is just gorgeous. When I put the flowers on, I stayed true to my original drawing, which had this symmetrical look. I wanted it to be almost sort of heart-shaped. And I should have deviated from that because I started doing it and it wasn't working, and I carried it on, finished it, didn't like it, and I had no time to change it. So it's basically just been hung in my studio for the last year. So I'm excited to revisit it and turn it into something fabulous. When I started this design, I wanted to do it as a way to use up some of the fabric and the flowers in my stash. I didn't want to buy anything for it. So I'm going to stay true to that, and I haven't bought anything new. So I want to revamp it using things from my stash still. So I've been through all the boxes in my garage and I've got out every red rose that I could find, every bright red rose, because I don't think dark's going to work. I've got bags of red roses. I've got some little ones. I've got the remains of a red hydrangea there as well, which I got out because you never know. I've got these cute little red flowers. They could be good fillers. They've got nice stamens in them too. I've got some smaller roses as well, although they are still quite deep. So there's definitely a depth problem still happening here. Part of the reason it didn't work was because the roses were so deep. They weren't sitting flat enough against the dress. I've got, that looks like an ivy vine. I've got this really fine vine. This fine vine I use on a dress for my daughter for her year 10 formal. I'll pop a picture up of that so you can see it. And it looked really pretty. It gave it quite sort of fairy tale feel. So I may actually use some of that on there as well, sort of copy that sort of vibe that I gave my daughter's dress. So job one is to take all these roses off so I can get the dress back to a blank slate. So then I can decide what I want to do. We're back to our unembellished, other than rhinestones dress. So now I can start coming up with a plan on how we can redo the roses and make it look a lot prettier and a lot more flattering than last time. So the problem with the last design was that the roses were deep, so they were standing really far out, so it created a lot of extra bulk, which especially around the waist, even though I put the leaves around the side and the roses nearer the front, the bulk was just still too much. Nobody wants extra bulk around a waist. So we're going to avoid the waist area this time, or at least doing a stripe across the waist. I might do some on one side. And the same with the bust, because while adding bulk on a bust isn't always a bad thing, sometimes you want to exaggerate curves, the depth of the roses was just too much. Moving away from the bust and the waist, that leaves me with the option of the hem or underneath. So what I'm actually wondering is if I lift up this skirt at this side front seam and do a couple of little pleats. I'm just going to put some pins in and get an idea. That looks quite sweet, and I like exposing this red under here. So then I'm wondering, maybe this is where we put the roses. So what if we cover all of this exposed area with the flowers? Because bulk down there doesn't matter. If anything, it's going to make the skirt sit out even more, which is going to make the waist look smaller. And then we can do maybe a couple of the smaller ones up on the waist there without, if I do them sort of at the front, you're not losing the shape at the sides. And then if we've got lots going on here, maybe we just need a little touch of something here, or we need something on the shoulder. That might be quite nice as well. So I'm going to stitch this little pleat up into place because I really like that shape. There's enough fullness in the skirt that that's giving us a really pretty shape. And then I'm going to start just pinning roses onto here. I don't want to sew them on again and then end up not liking it. So this time I'm going to pin it. Plus I do not have a lot of time. I've literally got a few hours to turn this around in before I have to get back to working on orders. So yeah, I'm going to stitch that in and then start pinning, and then we'll reassess and see if it's working. I'm sewing each pleat slightly lower than the next one, so it's not quite as bulky as it is where I had it originally pinned. Again, anything just to take bulk away. Cool, I'm happy with how that looks. I think once we've got roses there, it's going to open that up a bit more. Then I can always just pop another stitch there if I decide that needs to be higher. But I'll leave it like that for now. So I could even put a couple more stitches just to hold those pleats to one side if I feel like I need to as well. But for now I'm going to leave it like that. And now I'm actually going to just pin it up out the way a bit just to make it easier to pin the roses on. Some of them have got quite long stems on the back, so I'm just going to chop those off. Oh yeah, I'm liking this better already. So I'm just putting a little pleat in the petticoat in places just to keep it to the shape of the opening because there's so much fullness there. And I'm only pinning through the top layer because I want the underneath layer to stay free and full and keep that puffiness. Yeah, I like that a lot better already. Okay, I'm going to keep pinning all the way up and then we'll have a look and decide what we're going to do up here. I'm happy with the roses here and I'm happy with the pleat. The only thing now is it's because of the weight of all this, it's pushing it all in a little bit. It could do with another petticoat underneath, which I don't have, but imagine that's held out with a petticoat for now. That's something if I ever use this for anything I could add. Now, there's a few marks around here from the stitching, so I think we definitely need to put something there. But I've got these brooches that I think I bought these in Kmart like a decade ago, and they've got a little brooch back on, but they sit a lot flatter than the other ones. So I think they'll be good ones to put on the waist because they're going to add rosiness without too much bulk. So I think that's probably as far round as I want it to go. Yeah, that works because we've still got the shape of the waist here. Put another one there, sort of just below the waist, so it's not in a line. Again, I want to avoid that line that I did last time. And I'm thinking maybe it just needs one more there because everything looks better with odd numbers. Yeah, that little triangle looks nice. Yeah, 3s and 5s always look better than 2s and 4s. That definitely doesn't need any more roses there. So now the question is, do we put any up here or do I leave it just as that and then maybe add some extra sparkle on the neckline? And do we want to add leaves? I quite like the leaves actually. I like the green with it to break up the red a bit. So then do I then add some of this magic like I used on my daughter's dress and weave that through? Maybe that's what can come up here. Oh, I wonder, what if we did this up into a shoulder strap and then instead of having roses on the bust, we have some up on the shoulder. Hang on, let me move the camera up. You can't see. Yeah, I like that. It's taken it from pretty dress to little fairy tale fantasy. I'm not gonna make a strap. I'm just gonna pin it all on so we can get the idea because I'm running, it's already 20 to 4, I'm running out of day. So, but first I'm gonna take it off. I'm actually just gonna add some more crystals here because I think we just need to really define that bust line. So I'm gonna use the golden shadow that I've used against the creamy color. And I'm just gonna put a scattering through here. Partly to define it, but partly because there are some marks from where the rose petals were sewn on before. So I'm going to do that quickly, let it dry for an hour, then I'll pop it back on and we'll finish pinning and get our finished look of our Valentine's dress. Here's how the bust and the waist is looking with those extra golden shadow rhinestones on them. I think it's a really nice touch just to add a little bit of detail at the top just to exaggerate that lovely plungy neckline there. And then I thought it was pretty having it coming out from the side to exaggerate and just add some definition to the waist there as well. All right, I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. I love this. It's just a million times better than it was last time already. But now I want to take it from pretty dress to, yeah, my fairy tale over the topness that I love to do. The rhinestones have already started to add that feature, but now I'm going to pin on leaves, the vines, and lots of roses up and over the shoulder. Hey darling.
Oh my god, it's so much better.
I'm filming, you've just walked in front of it. My daughter's home from school. She was excited to see how much better it looked and didn't even look to see if the camera was on. Bless her.
So sorry.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
I love you.
I'm glad you like it. She's finished. Oh my God, I love it so much. It's like a chalk and cheese compared to what I did last year. I love the shoulder piece. It balances the size of the skirt nicely. It balances the size of that, all the roses on the petticoat underneath. I love the sparkle. We've got the little red rhinestones on the hearts and then that added sparkle on the neckline I think is just a really good finishing touch. I think it's a really adorable Valentine's dress, but it could work well for a Queen of Hearts dress, for something Alice in Wonderland as well. Be a very sweet little Queen of Hearts #2. I love the green vines on it as well. I love them when I use them on my daughter's dress. I think they just add that real sort of fairy tale whimsy look to it. They'd be really sweet with some little green rhinestones on as well. I can't even remember where I found these. They've been in my box, in my stash for so long. So I'm really happy that I've managed to revamp it, still using stash stuff and not with, I didn't have to buy anything. So here is my finished Valentine's revamp. I think this is what she should have been all along. I think she should have been a lot more fun, a lot more whimsical than I made it last year. I think I got so set on following my design and instead of going with my instinct when I started putting them on and not really feeling it. But I love her now. So last year there was no love, this year there's lots of love. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me revamp this dress. I've got a new camera and I've got a microphone, so hopefully the sound and video quality has improved. I know I've had some issues in recent videos with things not in focus, so I'm hoping this new camera will solve that problem. If you want to see behind the scenes in my studio and in my life, I've started vlogging again. So if you've been here a while, you'll know that I used to make weekly vlogs showing my life as well as what I was working on in the studio. I've started vlogging again, but I've actually moved it onto a whole new channel. So yeah, if you want to watch my vlogs, hop on over to the new channel and subscribe there. I'll put a link above and in the description. I'm not just vlogging work stuff and sewing stuff, I'm vlogging all sorts of things in my life. I do lots of cooking. I've got a new house that I'm decorating, so I'm showing you at some point, I will be showing you how I do furniture upcycles and decorating, and I'll be doing a house tour. I'm doing vlogs of my holidays again. Do you remember in the past I vlogged my holidays to France and all sorts. I'm off to Hamilton Island next week, so I'm going to vlog that. And if not, I'll see you again back here soon for a new video. Please subscribe if you like what I'm doing. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the revamp of this dress. And I'll see you in the next video.